Hello everyone, myself Indrajit once again before you in the eighth part of class 8 social science. We are on reshaping India's political map, and this is the eighth video of this chapter. Seven chapter I have already uploaded. This is the eighth part of this chapter, right? So hope you all will enjoy, and we will study so many things in this chapter, and we are going to start about Aurangzeb, the last powerful Mughal emperor. He was the last powerful, not the last, but last powerful, right? And after his death, what happened? He died in 1707, and the Mughal power started declining. How it happened? When it happened? Let's discuss in this video. So we are here. We have to start from Aurangzeb. Yes. In this video, I'm going to speak something about Aurangzeb, which we have discussed in the seventh part of the video, right? Aurangzeb defeated him. Him means whom? Dara Shikoh. Aurangzeb defeated Dara Shikoh, his brother, in a series of battles and eventually executed him, and he beheaded his brother and presented before his father. How brutal he was! One of the most brutal Mughal emperor. Aurangzeb also removed his two brothers. To another one he executed. To one he drove him to exile. And to prevent further challenge to his rule, Aurangzeb put his father behind the bars. And who was his father? His father was Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan. He put his father behind the bars. Where? In Agra fort. So the question may come that Aurangzeb imprisoned his father in at which place? So what will be your answer? In the Agra fort. And his father Shah Jahan remained there till his death. ऐसा बेटा भगवान किसी को न दे. Right? You all are thinking, no? Yes. To one of his brother, he executed, he beheaded him, and he presented it before his father. To another one again he executed, and the third one he drove him into exile. He put his father behind the bars in Agra fort. Aurangzeb crowned himself emperor in 1658 and named himself as Alamgir, conqueror of the world. He ruled for almost 49 years. This was information which we have discussed earlier. I just reminded you that we have discussed these things. Now let's move. Now, we saw above that Delhi Sultans, their average reign lasted about 9 years. This was the average, of all the Delhi Sultans. This figure becomes 27 years in case of Mughal emperors up to Aurangzeb. From Mughal emperors till Aurangzeb, it was 27 years, and the 16 years if we consider all Mughal rulers up to the end of the empire in 19th century. So from the very beginning, from Babur to Aurangzeb, 27 years, and after that, after Aurangzeb, whoever the rulers came, there were only 16 days. So by the end of the 19th century, the regions of their average years of their region of their rule, it was 9 years. Aurangzeb is skilled in military matters. Now let's talk something about Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb was skilled in military matters, conducted many campaigns, conquering parts of the south in particular. Under his reign, the Mughal Empire reached its greatest expansion. He was very brutal, very powerful, and he had good military strength. And he tried his level best to expand his territory. Though constantly faced with significant rebellions, some of which we will turn to next section. Okay. Aurangzeb had to spend the last 25 years of his life fighting war with in the south. Last 25 years he was struggling, he was getting lots of challenges. Aurangzeb with the Marathas, I think you all are knowing. Aurangzeb had fight with Shivaji Maharaj from the Marathas. So all these things. Let's see here. Maintaining large armies for those campaigns depleted the army's treasure. See, when any territory, any kingdom will be engaged in a series of wars, there will be loss of resources. It may be human resource, it may be money matters. There will be loss. And what will happen? How to recover the loss? More war, more money is required. And how to recover that? It has to be recovered by imposing huge amount of taxes. So same thing happened here. And what Aurangzeb did? He imposed jizya tax again on the people. Akbar, what he did? Akbar abolished, and Aurangzeb again he implemented. See, and as I told you that since Aurangzeb was having a large army and it was very difficult to maintain because of the series of wars, he started imposing taxes on the people. And slowly, what happened? After his death in 1707, the Mughal power started declining. Aurangzeb, who belonged to Islam, the Sunni sect, was deeply religious. He was a very religious person. But his religious nature was not towards the common people. No. He was very strict towards his religion as an individual. He led an austere life and, unlike Akbar, observed all religious rituals and occasions. He gradually banned practices, those practices which were against Islam. He banned all those things. He, such as music and dance in his court, and he reimposed jizya tax, as I told you, on the non-Muslims, as well as pilgrim tax on Hindus traveling to their sacred places, which was abolished by Akbar. He did all these things. Now, you can see here a picture. Aurangzeb in court holding a hawk with one of his sons standing in front of him. This is the picture. Now, some scholars argue that Aurangzeb's motive were primarily political. It always becomes a matter of debates and discussions among the scholars, among the historians. Some argue that Aurangzeb's motives were primarily political, that is, to establish and strengthen his empire's dominance. To act or to behave as a dominant nature. It was very tough task, or it was very essential to be cruel with the people also, to brutal with the people also. Being an individual, if you talk to him, you will see a different person. This was the thinking of not Aurangzeb, it was the thinking of the scholars, of all the historians, most of them. They said that Aurangzeb's motives were primarily political. He was forced to do that. He was engaged in a series of wars. The resources were depleted, no resource left. What he will do? He will have to impose taxes on the people. No. So what wrong he did? This was the version of those scholars or historians who were taking Aurangzeb's side. Aurangzeb's own farmans make his personal religious motive clear too. In 1669, for instance, he ordered governors of all provinces to demolish schools and temples of the infidels and put down their teachings and religious practices. He ordered his men, destroy all the temples, destroy everything of the non-Muslims. Temples at Banaras, present-day Varanasi, Mathura, Somnath, among many others were destroyed, as well as Jain temples and Sikh gurudwaras also. This aspect of Aurangzeb was also visible in the persecution of Muslims of two other sects, including Sufis and of Zoroastrians, the region of Parsis in India originally from Persia. He had no soft corner towards anyone. He had no soft corners towards any religion. In his last letters to two of his sons, Aurangzeb wrote in Likha. What he wrote? I came alone and I am going away alone. अकेला आया हूं, अकेला जा रहा हूं. I came alone and I am going away alone. Not know I know not who I am and what I have been doing. Now he is telling that I don't know who am I and what I did, whatever the things I did, was it correct or not? I have no idea. This was he has written. I have not done well for the country and for the people, and for the future there is no hope also. Because whoever the Mughal emperors will be coming, succeeding him, they were not that much powerful. I was helpless in life and I am departing helpless. So, what do these words tell about Aurangzeb? At the last time of his life, he was writing. He has written in the letters. He has mentioned all these things. Some of the invaders and rulers mentioned above committed terrible deeds and atrocities. Many more could have been mentioned as the note on history's darker chapters. Okay, people don't see his reason, a good reason for the people. He ruled in a brutal manner. Now let's talk about the resistance to the Mughals. Was there no one to resist the Mughals? There no one to oppose them, to stop them? It was not an easy task for the Mughals to go like this. They were winning wars and wars and wars. No, the Mughals, they also faced so many challenges from the Sikh side, from Maratha side, from Ahoms and from Gonds, from different rebellious groups. They stood against them. The Jats, so many of them, they stood on the way of the Mughals. They tried to stop him. They fought with them. See, let us survey some of the major rebellions here that ended up eroding the Mughal power, keeping the special case of the Marathas for the next chapter. As I told you a few seconds back, that Marathas put a great challenge to the Mughals, especially Aurangzeb. Over the centuries, many peasant communities rebelled against harsh exploitation. Many peasant communities, those communities who were attached with the land, they fought against the Mughals. One such case in the 17th century involved the Jat peasantry. Where is Jat? Haryanvi Jat, Haryana, right? And present it is in Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and eastern Rajasthan, who managed to kill an oppressive officer of the Mughal administration. What they did, they came together and killed that person. He was the Mughal administrative official. In a subsequent battle, 20,000 men, how many? 20,000 men, they confronted the Mughal army. They fought against the Mughal army and fought valiantly, but their Jat leader was killed and the rebellion suppressed. 20,000. All these 20,000 peasants, they came together and their leader, when the leader died, when he was killed, that rebellion was suppressed because there was no one to take the decision. Many tribal groups, the Bhils, the Gond, the Santhals, and the Kos, for instance, who fought back against attempts to annex their territory or impose taxes on them, who fought against them. All these tribal groups, they rose against the Mughals. They rose against the harsh exploitation of the Mughals because the Mughals, they annexed their territory, they imposed taxes on them. See, these tribals were very simple people, right? Very simple people. They were living in the forest. And what these Mughals did, they entered inside the forest, they imposed taxes on them, they took their areas, everything. So these tribals, they became very angry and they became rebellious group. Delhi Sultanate or the Mughal Empire, others, especially those inhabiting forested hilly areas, remote, managed to maintain some degree of independence. All the tribal groups, they fought against them. Most of them were suppressed by the Mughals, but some of them, they became successful in maintaining their independence. They did not came under the Mughal rule. Rani Durgavati, see here. Rani Durgavati is remembered as a valiant queen of Garha Katanga, Garha kingdom, one of the Gonds kingdom in central India. From all accounts, she ruled wisely and made her kingdom prosperous. She was a valiant lady, very brave, and she ruled the kingdom, Garha kingdom. She kept an army of 20,000 soldiers and 10,000 elephants. In his army, there were 20,000 soldiers and 10,000 elephants with which she repelled several attempted invasions. It means she was very brave. She repelled several invasions with these 20,000 soldiers and 1,000 elephants. When a general sent by Akbar attacked her kingdom, Akbar sent one of his generals to attack or to capture her kingdom. Then what in 1564? Despite being outnumbered, her number was very less, very small army. But after that also, she fought very bravely. And you can see here, wounded, she took her own life on the battlefield. When she saw that there is no other option, she killed herself. She was only 40 years of age. Her sacrifice became a symbol of regional pride and resistance, and she is still revered as a heroic figure in Indian history. And that's why you can see the picture of Rani Durgavati. See? Now, in the till here we are going to stop. In the next video, that is in the ninth part, we will discuss the surge of the Rajputs, then the rise of the Sikh. We'll discuss these things. Hope you all have enjoyed my video. Just Read only 15 minutes at least social science, and your social science will become good. Please don't see my video only for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just see the full video. You'll get so many informations. If you have liked my video, please subscribe, like, and share to others. There are so many children who are not knowing, right? And they are saying this and they're looking for here and there to study. Okay, that's all for today. Bye.